Cardi, look at the party! Cardi! Cardi, tell me about, is that a Cardi B-hive?
It represents a black rose. A black rose that a rose did.
You just come in and you want to have a great New York City night. It's one of the iconic things that you can do in New York, and as a New Yorker now for almost 20 years from New Orleans, it's just like an experience that you just never get tired of. You never think that, oh, I'm used to this, you know.
What happens in there that people don't realize? Like the average person, what kind of party is it?
It's hard to describe. It's more about the people and the experiences, because we rarely ever gather across the different industries. You know, we're always doing our projects, our things are happening, and, you know, once or twice a year maybe there's a reason for us all to be in the same room together. So that's an interesting thing that happens, and then within that, it's different every time. You know, sometimes you might see a musician and you hang out and you talk about something, next thing you know it leads to a record or a song or whatever, you know.
I originally watched your documentary.
Hey.
It feels good. I can't wait to drink and see all these famous people.
You're a famous person yourself, though.
I like famous people too, though, you know? Like, you're a person, you like people, I like, you know?
I like famous people. So let me ask you, what happens in there that we don't get to see?
I don't want them to X out. I'm kidding. It's just like, you know, we eat the remaining, no, I'm not gonna say it. It's cute though, it's very fun. Last year, like, Lizzo performed and she like ate it up. Hope we get some more stuff like that. Can I tell you about it? I'm like a flower, like blossoming, you know, that's the vibe. Mwah.
I don't think people are here for the food. They're here for the entertainment. They're here for the exhibit. They're here to support Vogue and the Met and Anna Wintour. I mean, I think that it's not really about the food, but it's a great evening.
And do you dress yourself?
Of course. And my wife.
Right.
We're wearing a young British designer called Steve O. Smith, who is extraordinary. He's only had a couple of collections, and he paints and then sort of applies the paint to fabric, and yeah, he's wonderful. So.
What was it like when you first got that invite? Did you know kind of what you wanted to wear, or was it a little bit of jockeying?
Do you know there's a wonderful man called Harry Lambert, who is a brilliant stylist who I've worked with for a few years, and he's amazing at finding new talent, and this is such an extraordinary night and showcases so many kind of titans here. It's wonderful also to hopefully give a moment for younger designers too.
I knew I was going with Loewe, so I had no worries. I knew I was covered, so it was a very easy yes.
How was the commute over here? Was there any protesters or anything?
It's fun.
On the way?
I feel like we had the best bus going, so it's a great group of people. I feel great, and oh my gosh. So yeah, it's going to be a fun night, I think.
Within the insanity, it's amazing. And for a proper answer, even just standing in the line, I said to Glenn, it's a feast. There's so much to look at. People are turned out, and yeah, you know, to celebrate fashion and art and creation and abandon, all of that stuff, I think is great.